Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Please like and subscribe. Today we're going to review a LGS. I assume it's a LGS, or at least someone that sells on TCG Player. I'm not even sure if it is LGS actually, but they're called Tournament City Games. Sounds like a local game store. Anyway, I noticed that there's stamped through here non-machinable. It doesn't look like they have machined it though. Usually when somebody tries to machine, and it's too thick, it's way too thick. You can tell that's way too thick. So I don't know if they, I guess I'm just guessing what the post office is trying to say is, you didn't pay for this to not be machinable. And if you're wondering what that means, it's when they run the envelopes through this little metal thing and less people have to touch it. So it's cheaper if you can do it machinable and thinner. You don't have to pay as much for shipping because it costs more when the general employees have to put their hands on it, because it just takes more people to do, and the machines are cheaper. Anyway, so I have, as you can see, I have, blocked out my address there because I don't care for you guys to know what my address is. TCG Player will have a... it'll have a little paper. They usually send you a print off of, your seller will send you a little print off of what, I'm going to take it off of here because I'm just getting the cards out. I don't want the paper there. It's got addresses and stuff. These were Magic the Gathering cards. Okay, all right. Wasn't sure what, and they can, they ship them however. And what we're trying to do is, what I'm interested in is condition. So, yeah, let's see. So it looks like we got some Invasion and Urza's Legacy and that kind of thing. Really just interested. These are not that expensive. I don't think most of these cards are, under $1. But I do want to, they were advertised as near mint. I want to make sure they are near mint. So, even if they're not, what happens is sometimes I see that it's got some sort of indentation there where it looks like maybe a binder ring or something. I'm going to put that out right there. But part of the problem is, there's a little crease there. Or not a crease, but a little that would still, if that's the only problem with this card, that would still be near mint in my opinion. But we want to make sure they're near mint or close to it because that's what they were sold as. Yeah, that's got a dent on it. Anyway, let's see, hold on. So what I'm trying to, I'm not sure about that one. Yeah, I was lost in thought trying to do two things at once. But a lot of times what will happen is a local game store will think they're sending you a near mint card. But what's happening is the light that they use, just average everyday internal light, there's something, but again, I'm not super picky. In my opinion, I'm not. I just don't want blatant, moderately played cards or damaged cards, which I have run into with certain sellers before. So we're just checking this seller out. Decent so far. If that's the only two, then not too bad. And even those are lightly played. So I mean, it's not like they're going down 2 or 3 grades. That's why I'm using a pretty bright light. The best light, though, to check your cards is sunlight, in my opinion. I'm going to take that off of the, again, I don't want my address on there or if they have other stuff here or whatever. Let's see what we got here. Put that up there. Yeah, Invasion, ours is Destiny, ours is Saga. Yeah, that kind of thing. So let's get these out. I do like the way they ship them. There would have been a problem had they took a little bit of a risk, I think, trying to get it, trying to pay a little less for shipping or whatever. But it got here and there wasn't a problem. This card is, I don't like that. That's moderately played in my opinion. Lots of surface wear. Lots of surface wear. This one too. Lots of surface wear in my opinion. You might not be able to see it on here. I can definitely tell that, you know, they may not have been able to tell that in their store. Surface wear really gets hidden in the kind of lights that people will use inside a store. You pretty much have to, you really need to use sunlight. That's a lot of surface wear there, not great. There's an antiquities card. I don't know. I don't remember if they sell Pokemon or not, but I just got Magic the Gathering. This is horrible. That one, the surface wear on that's terrible. I'm going to get a little closer on the ones that I pulled out that were definitely not, in my opinion, graded correctly. I don't think I'll let that one pass. Yep, I think surface wear really is the problem. Here's a couple that are questionable that I would let pass. Well, no, I wouldn't. Not that one. I'm trying to figure out. You know what though? Hold on. You know, I can't for sure say that's what that is. So I'm not gonna count that one. That one has a very small but deep scratch. Right, where's my fingertip? Oh, there you go. There you see it. Deep scratch right there. That makes that lightly played, at least, in my opinion. I see some wear here, or some surface wear there. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if the light's picking it. I don't think the light's picking that up very well. You really could tell if we were doing it in the sunlight. Not scratched, but a lot of surface wear. Kind of almost as if the card went through some sort of a problem with. Yeah, I don't know. It's as if somebody rubbed it across a hard surface. It's not scratched, but it does have. You know what it reminds me of? Especially these two are terrible. I mean, it's. Hold on, you can. It looks like they're. There you go. See, looks like they're scratched right there. It's not scratched, but it's definitely messed up. And the same one here, same thing, maybe in different places. It just looks dirty. Yeah, right there in the face. So, you know, we got to kind of take a look here and see. Remember, these cards are, you got to take this into consideration too. These cards are not expensive. You got to assume that possibly they're going. I mean, look how many passable ones versus that. So not too bad considering each. You know, each of these cards, they're less than $1. Usually 40, 50, 60 cents, 30 cents, that kind of thing. So per card. So $3 or $4 maybe at the most. Let's see what our entire thing was here. Trying to find it. The paperwork is just, well, I don't see. Sometimes, yeah, $25.68 for all these. Probably $4 in trash. Yeah, when I rub these together, it feels like there's a grain of sand in between it. They should not, well, not these, but these two. The top ones definitely. I don't like that. So I'll make a note of it. They're not terrible. I mean, you know, and you also got to figure there's a chance, a pretty good chance probably, that this particular place is going to take way better care if you order a $30 card or a $40 card. You know, if you're sorting cards and you have this many, you're just going to go ding, 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 ding. I mean, you know, you're not paying attention to all that. I get it, but it's my money. And do I want to... Do I want to continue to do business with them? Probably not. Probably not. But here's the thing. I won't say definitely not, but I'll make a note for my personal business. I won't, because my standards are super high. But I'm not going to leave negative feedback on the on TCG Player. I'll write them a personal note. I'll let them know, and I'll put it very kindly. We're kind of far apart on what we think near min is. I'm not going to fuss about it. It was close, but I'm not. I'll probably not going to come back. And I also put, I don't need a reply from you. I don't want a reply from you. And I'm not going to leave any feedback at all, because it's hard to run an LGS. And you may think, well, Brad, you're leaving a negative review on YouTube. Yeah, I got maybe 30 people that are going to watch this, so who cares? I mean, I'm not monetized. I got 340 subscribers, and most of them are here for Pokemon and other stuff. They're not here for Magic the Gathering. So, you know, really doesn't matter, I don't think. But for my own purposes, I'm kind of disappointed. But I guess I'd give them a 7 out of 10, but you got to get a 9 out of 10 for me to keep ordering again and again and again and again. And the reason is because there's enough stores or sellers that are 90% to 100%. And it's not like, I mean, you know, it's not the amount of cards, because they got a lot of passable cards that were at least lightly played plus, or probably near mint minus. But grade the card what you're going to sell it for. That's it. If they were to, here's, and this is what I grade the LGSs on basically, is if I walked into your store and I wanted to sell these or get them in trade, how are you going to look at them to buy them from me? That's the same way you need to sell it. And they're not going to give me near mint price for that or near mint credit for that. That's all there is to it. Now, all of that's just theory, because they probably don't even want that, because it's going to be, what is that, 50 cents? I mean, you know, they're not going to waste their time with that. And that's where a lot of this stuff goes south, because it's difficult when you order this many cards for them to, in the mail, for them to go over with a fine-tooth comb. But you see, here's what you can do, and this is my thought to them: get a decent light. If you have a decent light, you can go through it about like this and see it. But they don't. I mean, I don't know about this particular company, but generally speaking, they just, yep, you know, and they don't pay a whole lot of attention. Yeah, I wasn't real happy with it. Certainly passable. Keep in mind, a big thing about this is these are cheap. They're cheap. If I'd be livid and demanding refunds and all this other kind of stuff if these were $50 cards. They're not 50-cent cards. So, But here's the thing. If this is what I get when I order 50 cent, why would I order $50 cards? If these are your 50-cent cards, why would I order $50 cards? That's not what I want. Not for near mint. If you want to list it for a lightly played or moderately played, maybe I want a moderately played card. If it's like if it's a unlimited Black Lotus. Of course I want to moderately play. There's no way in crap I could afford a near mint one. But, you know, otherwise, near mint needs to be near mint. But anyway, I just thought I would make a video of either praising somebody or rambling, yelling at the cloud. So it looked like it was yell at the cloud. I think I'm in a bad mood. I probably graded them worse than I should have. Keep in mind, these are cheap cards, so I mean they still may be a decent. I guess we got maybe C plus, B minus. I guess something like that. Not for me, but it might suit your needs, especially if you want just fillers for a set or whatever. Please like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.